so Jesus sits down on this mountaintop, right? And he's like, yo, let me break it down for you guys. If you're a dirt poor, bummed out, wimpy, shat upon, goody two-shoes hippie who is hungry and thirsty for justice, have I got an afterlife for you. Yeah, in fact, if anybody ever insults you, you know what you should do? Nothing. You just let them talk shit about you and you think about how great the afterlife is going to be. Alright, we done here? That was pretty simple, right? No, you didn't mean to... Goddamn. Okay, so you guys are like salt, right? Salt is great. It's super salty, but what happens when the salt stops being salty? Huh? It's fucking worthless. You just throw that shit out. Kind of lost my train of thought. Let me try a different one. Okay, so you guys are like big, huge flashlights, right? If you get a big flashlight, you hide it under a bowl? No. Why would you do that? You take that shit out, you shine it at a wall, you make fucking shadow puppets. Alright, let me try being a little bit more concrete. So, okay, so I know you guys are really excited about the whole new prophet thing and all that, but just because I'm here doesn't mean you get to start ignoring all the shit that the other dudes wrote down, like the 10 Commandments. Oh, what, you don't remember what the 10 Commandments are? Okay, I'm going to have to do a little bit of review then. Okay, so murder, right? Murder is bad, guys. I think we can all agree on that. So, yeah. You know what else is bad, though? Being angry at people. So, from now on, being angry at someone counts as murder. If you see some asshole walking down the street and you're like, hey, asshole, fuck you, minus 10 points. Okay, so then we got adultery. Adultery, also very bad. You know what else counts as adultery now? Looking at boobs. Yeah, so if you see some like Jessica Rabbit-looking young thing walking down the street and your eyes do that thing for the cartoons where they turn into hearts and go like, whoa, that's instant penalty. Yeah, and if you only do it with one eye, that's cool. Just poke out that eye and we'll call it even, right? Same with your hands, because you can never be too careful about touching adulterers' butts, my friends. So, here's another thing I just thought of. No more promises. Can't make promises. What are you going to use as collateral? Your car? That's God's car, man. No dice. And I know the whole eye for an eye, tooth for tooth thing is getting really popular, but first of all, it's gross. Second of all, I need you guys to hold on to your eyes for if you need to poke them out when you're committing adultery. So, next time somebody punches you in the butt, just let them keep punching you in the butt. Maybe shift your hips a little bit so that they can hit you in the other side of the butt and it doesn't get too sore. I mean, there are worse places to get punched than in the butt, my friends. And speaking of which, I want you guys to make sure to love your enemies. I know it seems kind of counterintuitive, but just go with me on it, okay? And so, like, remember earlier when we were all talking about real sweet flashlights? I actually, now that I think about it, need you guys to dim down your brightness setting a little bit, because, when you're walking around going like, look at me, I'm giving to the poor and healing the sick, and da-da-da-da-da, you know what you look like? Big jerk. So, yeah, nobody wants to hear about your crazy religion, fancy prancing around, talking about how awesome you are. So what I want you guys to try, just try this, is try shutting the fuck up for a second, and just chilling out and doing nice things for people. Same goes for praying and fasting. Alright, cool? Cool. Okay, I think this goes without saying because I'm like wearing a robe and no shoes and whatever, but I think money's kind of dumb. I mean, what are you going to do with it when you die? You're going to put it on a boat and set it on fire? I mean, that sounds pretty sweet, but honestly, your time is better spent accumulating heaven bucks for the afterlife, and the way you do that is just by, like, being a cool dude and kind of not talking about it and stuff. And, that's way fucking easier than having a job. So, it seems like a no-brainer to me. And, I know what you're thinking. Jesus, what am I going to do about, like, food and water, clothes and shelter? I'll tell you what you're going to do. I just made up a new commandment right now, 11th commandment. You know how it goes? It goes, chill the fuck out. See that bear over there? Does that bear look like he's worried about his mortgage? Come on. Alright? And to those who would judge you, all I ask you to say, what I would say is, I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say, it bounces off me and sticks to you. And, if you see a little speck of sawdust in your friend's eye, right, and you're trying to take it out, don't worry about your friend's sawdust in his eye. You've got a fucking 2x4 in your eye. You're going to look like an asshole trying to take that sawdust out of your friend's eye. Well, you got a fucking 2x4 going on. So, come on, don't be a dumbass. Take the 2x4 out first, then you can fuck around with your friend's eyeballs. Also, if you have any sacred artifacts lying around, do not give them to dogs. Because honestly, they're not really going to appreciate them, and they'll probably ruin them. And, like, if you guys need anything, just ask God. He will totally give it to you. His door is always open, and if not, you can just knock, and he'll open it right up. I mean, think about it this way, right? Like, your kid comes up and he asks you for some bread. Do you turn around and start beating him with snakes? No. You give him some fucking bread. And God, he's fucking omnipotent. He's going to hook you up with some sweet prizes. You just got to, like, you got to get in contact. And so, you know, you see, life is like trying to leave a building. And it's a revolving door, and it's really pissing you off because it's so slow. And there's like a regular door that people are going through over there. Do not go through the regular door, guys. Even because you know what's going to happen? It's going to let in a lot of cold air, and the building's going to get cold, and then the building owner is going to have to spend a fortune on heating. And then you go to hell because the revolving door stands for righteousness. And also, I'm the real Jesus. Yes, I'm the real Jesus. All the other Jesus I'm just imitating, so stay away from those guys. And just because you come up to me and say, hey, Jesus, we chill, does not automatically get you into heaven, because like, you gotta also kind of be like a good dude and stuff, too. So, I like to close with a little bit of an anecdote. Once upon a time, there was a guy who built his house on some rocks, right? That's normal. That's a smart thing to do. There was another asshole. He built his house on some sand. Why would you do that? Rain comes, fucking sand house falls down. The other dude's fine. The other dude in this situation stands for people who think I'm the shit, and the sand dude stands for everybody else. So, I guess my question to you guys is, would you rather have a shitty fucking falling down sand house, or would you rather be in the posse of the chillest prophet around and his sweet deity father who gives you awesome prizes? Think about it. And then he sits down and everyone's like, damn! But the rest is a story for another time.